Hi, welcome back to the Citizen channel. I hope you all stay safe and well. With the World Cup going on, we've had three quizzes. This is quiz number 2 of 3. If you've not done quiz 1, have a look at that. Go back and do that. So we're having a look at City's season so far with some questions on what's been going on. So just to test your knowledge, just for a bit of fun, play with your friends, play with your family, whoever. Just play on your own. It doesn't make any difference, and you can answer the questions in your own time and by pausing, etc., or do it. I will leave a little bit of a space between, and just answer it in the time allowed, just to test yourself a little bit more. And we will 10 questions at 14 points up for grabs. So let's see how many you get. Look, and please let me know. Please, if you are new to the channel, I'll try and do everything City, past, present, forever. A bit of fun, a bit of entertainment sometimes, as well as all the matches and history stuff. So I hope you enjoy this. And if you do enjoy it, guys, just give us a thumbs up. Press that little button, and it's much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, welcome on board, and please spread the word. Right, City's World Cup break. Quiz number 2. Right, let's have a go at this. Yeah, quiz number 1, I think, was 16 points. So, see how you did. Let's see how you do with this one. Only 14 points up for grabs in this one. Right, let's go. As I say, you can pause it if you want, or have a think, or you can just do it in the time that I shout it out. Right, question 1. In City's last game in August, so back in August, cast your mind back at the Etihad, we actually went in at half-time 2-0 down. Who were the opposition and what was the final score? So cast your mind back, our last game, home game in August. Well, last game in August was just happened to be a home game at the Etihad. City went in at half-time 2-0 down. So for 2 points, who were the opposition for 1, and what was the final score for the second point? Question 2. Haaland scored 3 quick hat-tricks by early October. Who were the opponents? So which 3 teams did he score the hat-tricks against? You might get 1 or 2 easy. Can you remember all 3? So Haaland scored 3 quick hat-tricks by early October. Who were the opponents? So just 3 team names I need. Not scored away from home yet, has he? Not scored a hat-trick away from home, I mean, that's what I mean. He's not scored away. Yeah, I expect far too much. Question 13. Yes, Akanji was a last-minute purchase, but from which club did City buy him? So they're not, they're a mixture of skills, these questions. Some are easy, some are pretty easy, and some aren't as simple as that. So Akanji was a last-minute purchase, of course, on the end of August, 1st September, as the transfer window shut. Who do we buy him off? Which club? Question 14. There we go. Nice old picture there for you to look at on the screen. Who's that? Who's hitting? Who's striking the ball? Who's that? A little bit younger, but yeah, the clue's in the picture, obviously. By looking at who it is, and even the striking of the ball, you'll see that in the answer anyway. But who's that? Who's that as a kid? Who's the striker of the ball? Question 15. On the 17th of September, in a 3-0 win over Wolves, yeah, City were helped. I think we might have won this without the help, but we were helped by the sending off of which Wolves player for a point, for a foul on which City player for another point. So 2 points up for grabs. So that was the 17th of September, 3-0 win at Molineux. We were helped by a sending off, of course, of which Wolves player for a foul on which City player. Question 15. And question 16, on or around the 27th of September, yeah, an ex-City player, the master of the basics of football himself, announced his retirement from football. So who was that? Who announced his retirement from football on or around the 27th of September? Yeah, ex-City player. And other clubs, of course, but so who was that? Question 17. Yeah, we won the 188th derby, Manchester derby, 6-3, of course, at the Etihad. But in the 188 derbies, you've got a multiple choice here, so you can have a guess if you're not too sure. In the 188 derbies, how many have City actually won? So how many have they won? I'll give you 3 options. Have they won 58, 68 or 78 of the 188. So it's worth putting your thinking cap on and having a think about that one. So was it our 58th, 68th or 78th victory over United since the derbies began 188 derbies ago? That's question 7. Did I say 17 before? That's because I've listed these 1 to 30 with the 3 quizzes. So my apologies. Question 7, of course. On to question 8. Missing word in the headline after our thrashing of United. There we go. Everyone likes a missing word in the headline round. And the missing word is blank without a pause. So it's the first word in the headline. Missing. So this is the headline after our thrashing of United that day. Could have been better, couldn't it? Let them back in it. Blank without a pause. So what's missing? What's the missing word? Question 8. Question 9. On the 8th of October, Kevin De Bruyne, with 94, overtook who? So who did he overtake for a point as the overall assist leader for City in the Premier League? So obviously, when you go back in eons ago and the class, even back to my early days, 60s, 70s, 80s, obviously we didn't have that sort of information. Someone could probably go back and find out it all, but I assume it's far too complicated to do that. So on the 8th of October, Kevin De Bruyne, with 94, overtook someone who had 93 as the overall assist leader for City in the Premier League. So I just want a name. And question 10. There we go. There's a little angle of a stand. It's one of the away grounds we've visited this season so far. So which one is it? Which away ground's that? So it's part of a stand, obviously. There's something else in the picture as well. So you might know it, you might not, but it's one of the away grounds we've visited so far. So that's question 10. So which one is it for a point? Right, as I said, my apologies. As I said, I had wrote these questions because they've come down and I've done them. They've automatically numbered themselves. So obviously, if I said question 16, 17, ignore it. It was obviously 6 and 7. It's just with it being the second part of the 3 quizzes I'm doing with 10 questions in each. There you go. Right, 14 points up for grabs. Here's the answers. Question 1, or question 11, I might have said. Question 1. In City's last game in August at the Etihad, we went in at half-time 2-0 down. Yes, it was some guys who caused us a bit of trouble, but we managed to turn it round, didn't we? It was actually Crystal Palace, so that's the first point. And for the second point, we beat them 4-2 in the end, so we got there in the end. But, yeah, it didn't look good, did it, at half-time? That's for sure. That's question 1. Question 2, or I might have said 12. Haaland scored 3 quick hat-tricks by early October. Who were the opponents? Well, the first ones were Nottingham Forest, obviously in the 6-0. The second one was that Palace game we just mentioned then. And of course, the third one was those from across the road at United, wasn't it? So Forest, Palace and United. So give yourself the equivalent points of, if you've got all 3, give yourself all 3. Question 3, or question 13, I might have said. Akanji was a last-minute purchase, but from whom did City buy him? Well, that was, obviously, we went back to Haaland's place, didn't we? We went back to buy him from Borussia Dortmund on the last day of the transfer window. So that's the answer. Question 4 or 14. Who is this striker of the ball? And it's a great image that, wasn't it? Appeared on Twitter. Fantastic. I mean, even the style's the same, isn't it? Of course, it's our old Kevin De Bruyne. But a great image there. Question 5 or 15. On the 17th of September 22, in a 3-0 win over Wolves, we were helped out by a sending off, which certainly made the game a bit easier. So who was it and who was the foul on? Well, of course, it was Nathan Collins was the player. All credit to you if you got that one. For a reckless challenge. I think the image is up there on the screen. Of course, on old Super Jack, wasn't it? Super Jack Grealish. Yeah, fortunately, he was fine. But, he had to go. Simple as that. Question 6 or 16. On the 27th of September, which ex-City player, the master of the basics of football? See, the clue was in the what I said, wasn't it? The question. Basics of football. announced his retirement from football. Of course, it was Mr. Fabian Delph, of course. Superb. It's all about basics, the basics of football. So, yeah, have a happy retirement, mate. Question 7 or 17. City won the 188th derby, 6-3 at the Etihad. So, yeah, a bit disappointing. In 188 derbies, how many have City won? Yeah, the lesser of those three options I give you. Yeah, just 58. Obviously, we've drawn quite a lot as well, but United are still well ahead by about 20-ish or something like that, which we should have probably closed that gap, I think, over the last 10, 11 years. You know, we've let them win far too many, certainly at our place. So, yeah, just 58 have been won by City of the 188. We'll have to keep closing it. We'll have to keep closing that gap. Question 8 or 18. Missing word in the headline after our thrashing of United, of course, and it was, as I said, blank without a pause, and it was trebles, yeah, of course, after the 2 hat-tricks were for Haaland and Foden. So trebles without a pause. There you go. See what they did there? Very clever. Trebles without a pause. So if you got that, give yourself a point. Question 9. Yeah, 8th of October, Kevin De Bruyne with 94 assists took over from, of course, he took over from El Mago, didn't he? He took over from David Silva, who'd been on 93 assists in the Premier League. Kevin De Bruyne took it to 94, so that was the answer to that one. And question 20, how many did you get out of 14? And that, well, there you go. It's Anfield, isn't it? It's an angle wrangle. You've got some of the houses in the foreground as well. But if you said Anfield, give yourself a point for that one, and let me know how many points you got. Hopefully, you got near to 14. And I say, if you get a half, is very good. As I say, if I went back and did these, and even though I'd done it already, I went back and tried to remember in a few months' time, I'd probably forget most of them anyway. But let me know how we got on. It'd be great. Hope you enjoyed it anyway, guys. And come back for quiz number 3 as well. And as I said, if you've not done quiz number 1 yet, doesn't make any difference. Go back and have a go at that as well if you get a chance. Thanks very much, guys. Please, until we meet again, that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Bye for now.